Oh, my glasses are on. All right, let's begin. Quiet on the set, please, everyone. Right, blow it out. Can you see me? So if you're watching this video at the time that I'm uploading it, 2025 is about to roll in, which means 2024 flew by. How are we already in December? And so we all had goals set for 2024, but how many of those goals did we actually achieve? Well, wait. Listen, if you're anything like me, you didn't achieve half of those goals, and the reality is I set a lot of goals and I don't even remember what those goals were. So there's that. But my goal for 2025 is to not allow 2024 and the bad habits that I had in 2024 to rub off into 2025. And so to avoid that, I came up with the game plan and we're about to go through it together. And yes, I still have my church clothes on from 6 hours ago, so leave it alone. Okay, hi.
Think about all the goals you set for 2024. Think about which of those you've achieved and which of those you've ignored. Before we write out any visions, pray any prayers, we need to reflect on what is and what has been. Reflect on what has worked for us and what has not. Reflect on who you are right now and who you want to be.
All right, so now we've taken the time to reflect. We have everything in our mind that we had set out for 2024 that we either achieved or the goals that we also did not achieve. So now is our chance to create new goals, but we're gonna do them a little bit differently than we did our goals for 2024. So our goals for 2020, what are you doing? So our goals for 2025 are gonna be different than 2024 because in 2025, we're going to create SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So it's going to sound something like this. Instead of saying, I want to save up $1,000 by the end of the year, that is a goal. However, is it specific? Is it achievable? Is it measurable? Is it time bound? Is it relevant? So to turn that very broad statement to a SMART goal, what we would say is, my goal is to save $1,000 by December 31st, 2025 by setting aside $84 every month from my paycheck. And to do that, I'll reduce my extra spending money by 10%. It's specific, it's measurable, it becomes achievable, it's relevant, and it is time bound.
When the Bible said write the vision and make it plain, it literally meant write the vision. Write it out so that those who are running can see it as they run by. The problem we often have is we're creating goals we cannot see. We're chasing visions we do not see. We're striving for success that we do not see. So we are literally going to craft out our prayer board. Every single goal we have goes on this board. What is the goal? How do we get to the goal? And why does the goal even matter for us in the first place? We are going to write it until we see it.
All right, so let's just say by chance I had a YouTube channel, and one of my goals for 2025 was to grow my YouTube channel from wherever it's at right now to 50,000 subscribers. This is the kind of SMART goal that I would come up with. I would start off by throwing the goal in there saying that I will post 2 videos per week on YouTube throughout 2025 by dedicating my Mondays to filming and editing and Thursdays to uploading and optimizing. This consistent schedule will help me reach 50,000 subscribers by the end of December 2025 by delivering valuable, faith-based, and inspirational content to my growing audience. I know when I'm filming, I know when I'm editing, I know what my time-bound goal is, and I know exactly the kind of videos that I'm trying to upload. And then to list out how it becomes a SMART goal, and this is more of just like a mental thing that you want to remember when it comes to creating these goals. My S, which is specific, 2 videos a week. The M, 104 videos in total with the goal of 50,000 subscribers. The A is to create a clear content schedule. How do I make this thing attainable? How do I make it achievable? I have to get an actual schedule in place. The R is that it's relevant because it is in line with my content growth goals. And then the T, which is time bound, my deadline would be December 31st, 2025. So of course, you don't have to lay out the SMART, but as we're coming up with our goals mentally, are my goals aligning with that SMART goal platform? Are my goals aligning with the SMART SMART goal outline? Because again, we don't want to rush into another year where we're just stating these goals, but by looking at that goal, we don't have any solid way that we know how and when and even why we want to achieve whatever that goal is. So after we have all of our goals lined out, knowing what they are, knowing that they're SMART goals, that they're specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, this is the next step that I would personally take to make sure I obtain these goals, but even more than just obtaining these goals, to make sure that I understand what my purpose is attached to these goals. I would start by realizing this. We are usually our worst enemy. We are usually our worst enemy when it comes to our own success. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten this close to a goal that I had and I gave up on it because I felt that I did not deserve it, or just embraced the excuse that nobody else around me has ever done this before, so why should I be the one to do it now? And so the most important thing that we need to do before we jot down all of our goals for 2025 is we need to come to clarity in our mind that we deserve everything that we're chasing after, and we can obtain everything that we're chasing after. If 2025 is the year for us to thrive, then that thriving starts with us first mentally. And so everything that we're chasing after in 2025, my prayer for you is that God would give you clarity on what it is that you need to go after in 2025. And my prayer is that God would give you the mental capacity to understand that if He put it in your heart, then He will put it in your hand. But it's up to you, it's up to me to really go after and be determined to go after the things and the goals that we have set up for ourselves. And above every goal that we have set up for ourselves to achieve, whether it be in our career, be in our relationships, be in our finances, my hope for you is that you lock in first with God and allow every other goal to find its way in your life. Chase God first, and my promise to you in 2025 is that every other goal will come after you because you went after God. So remember, we're not defeated by what happened or what didn't happen in 2024. It will just give us the gas and the energy that we need to chase after all we need to chase after as we go into 2025. So after you've assembled your prayer board for 2025, this is what I need you to do. I'm gonna link the template to my prayer board in the description. It's free, click it, download it, edit it, do whatever you need to do. After you do it, or even before you do it, I need you to comment down below. I need you to go to my Instagram, go to my TikTok, go somewhere, message me and let me know that you are setting up your goals for 2025. Because what a lot of us are missing are accountability partners who will check in on us and say, hey, you came up with all these goals, you created a vision board, you created a prayer board, what are you doing with it? And I want to be that person for you, but I also want y'all to be that person for me. And so I don't know what 2025 holds for any of us. But I feel like if we put our prayers where our actions are, I genuinely feel like God's going to do something miraculous in our lives in 2025. The question is, are we going to be ready to handle what God is giving to us?